I was 9 years old when I first heard God speak to me that I was going to join Youth for the Mission. And fortunately, I had these fabulous parents who just said, whatever God says, we will support. And so at 17, I packed my bags and off I went to do my DTS. And I went to India for my outreach. And while I was there, I was so confronted with the state of a place without God. And God spoke to me at that point and said, Faith, I have not called you for the last 8 years so that you would give me 6 months and then go back to doing your plan. And so it was at that point that I made a commitment that I would serve God in Youth with a Mission until I draw my last breath. And I've done that ever since and have loved every minute of it.
I was standing on the surface of a perforated sphere when the
Faith is an incredible lady full of many talents. Some of you may or may not know that she used to be a lead singer of a band here in Townsville. And one particular night she went and she was singing away, but she didn't realise that it was an underwear party only or a dance only. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but she stayed around. I really want to just say thank you to Andrew and Faith, because just you think about the loyalty and how they used to, not used to, but still do. They're so strong in their belief in helping people and just being an armour bearer. I think that's the primary thing that these guys really stand out to me. They just believe in you and want to help.
I did the first DTS at Reef to Out back in 1996. I was 18 years old, and during that time I got my life right with him. It was a really challenging time. It was a lot of fun, but also a significant time in my life where I really started to hear the voice of God and know the call of God upon my life.
crossing flatlands to your door have been silenced forevermore. The distance is quite simply much too far for me to row. It seems farther than ever before.
I love outreach because you get to apply what you've been learning. As an 18-year-old, been given a go to stand in front of schools and to stand in front of large groups in Southeast Asia, also through the Pacific Islands, and also done some outreach into Africa. It gives you a chance to really get out there and get your hands dirty. So outreach is a fantastic time to really experience God and see what He's doing in the nations.
Yeah, we were on outreach in India for DTS, and we were on a bus going on outreach, and Ken Mulligan, my dear fearless leader, approached me and said it was my turn to preach the gospel that day. And I remember freaking out, going, "You've given me minutes to prepare." And he's like, "You'll be fine, you'll be fine." And so we get there, we're kind of this really random place, we pull up, and within minutes we're surrounded by 150, 200 people. And we did our presentation, and my Acts 2 moment happened. I remember getting up to speak and just feeling this Spirit of the Lord fall upon me, and I just went for it and presented the gospel. Afterwards, a man came up to Ken, and it turned out he was a Hindu holy leader, and he had a lot of difficulty speaking. And the story came out that around 7 or 8 years previously, he'd taken a vow of silence that he would not speak again until he found the one true God. And I'm getting goosebumps telling the story. And that day he spoke for the first time in all those years.
One of the foundational values of Youth of the Mission is being called as whole families into missions. And Faith and Andrew are such a great example of that. And to have had the privilege of raising our families together in missions and in ministry and achieving great things in God together has really been one of the things that I will always hold so dear to my heart. And the miracles that we've seen in their family and with Michael is really something we give God all the glory for.
Michael is our very precious second child. He's our miracle boy. He was born with a congenital heart defect and basically was born with a condition that there is no record of any other child on the planet having survived this condition without surgery or a heart transplant. And when we found out this was the case, we rallied everyone that we knew to prayer. And there were literally hundreds, if not thousands of people around the globe praying for this little boy. And we had such a sense of faith that God had called us as a family to missions, and that Michael was a part of that, and that wasn't done, and that God was going to move. And I still remember the look on the doctor's face the day he walked into the ICU clinic and said, "I don't understand this. This is not possible. I don't know what to tell you or what's happened, but your son's heart is healing on its own." And we kind of smiled, and you know, it was about 6 months later that he was given the all clear.
this be all that you planned that it would be? Or could this life with all the pain be what I'm living for? Help me embrace the trials of life that come my way. Help me to see all there's tomorrow beyond today. You're my island in a raging sea. I'll reach for you, reach for me. You're my shelter in the pouring rain. I'll reach for you, reach for me. I know there must be so much more. I dream in 1,000 colors. I see what I did not want to Listen to Ezekiel pray. Listen to Ezekiel pray. This is what the Lord said. This is what the Lord said.